Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. So I've been putting out the test tweeters, and it's a little tough right now because crypto Twitter is just dead. All of the parasites, all of the hype boys, everybody has just moved along. They're out doing cooking videos now, or shilling vitamins or some shit like that. They'll be back. Don't worry about it. When the market gets better, they're going to come back because they're like locusts. They just go from fertile field to fertile field, and yeah, they'll be back after that. One that they're at has been savage, but the thing that's been occupying so much of my time lately, and well, obviously, is our app, the Aegis data storage app. It's bringing privacy and self custody to mankind that they've never actually had before, at least not in a cloud environment. So that's been occupying a lot of our time. We cracked some very interesting nuts lately, and you guys are going to get a hell of a good product. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you utilize it. You know, it's going to be some good stuff. But right now, there are a lot of the talk now that so many of these chains have just gone absolutely savage and abandoned everything. So much of the talk is starting to circle back around to Atom, like it always does, as it should, because we need Atom to perform. Unfortunately, it is what it is. DeFi is what it is. It's set up the way it is. Atom is such a major part of the Cosmos ecosystem that whenever Atom dips, everything goes down with it. So. That conversation is starting to come around there. But the thing I'm finding interesting about all of this is that no matter how much they keep trying to bring the conversation back around to Atom, there are effectively no real new ideas. It's the same rehash that we just went through for 5 years that drove that price down to where it is right now and basically made the Cosmos a ghost town. There are simply no new ideas. Now, we haven't changed our mind. The podcast, we have not changed our mind on anything. DPIN. DPIN is absolutely the play because DPIN is what everything is built on. And controlling the DPIN, like we do here, and particularly in the Cosmos, makes it very interesting from a business standpoint and going forward. Because if we control the DPIN, then we don't rely on anybody. We don't need somebody else to perform for our DPIN to perform. Cash is going to perform regardless of the state of Atom. Jackal's going to perform regardless of the state of Atom. But it's better for all of us as a whole, ecosystem wide. It's better for all of us as a whole if Atom performs well. So there's new leadership that's kind of coming in there, which is just funny that you have leadership in a in a decentralized project. All this time we're all talking decentralized, but yeah, we have to have a figurehead up there. But they're not really bringing in any kind of new ideas. They're bringing in a lot of rehash, and we're going to clean up what the messes that the last people made. But they're not really bringing in any kind of really revolutionary new ideas that is going to drive value to the token. And that should be the only focus, is how do we drive value to the token. Now, the standard out here right now is let's just make Atom the gas fee. We'll churn it. That works. That's a neat idea if you have millions and millions of transactions per day like they do on Solana. Then in that case, yes, the gas fee makes total sense because you're churning it, people are buying it to use it, and yeah. But Cosmos is not going to get that kind of action because Cosmos is not that kind of chain. Solana is just a big casino, and people love to put money into the slots and pull the trigger. But you're not going to get that out of here in Cosmos. So while I appreciate that everybody's leaning in, got to get gas, churn it, you are never going to get the meaningful volume necessary that it's going to move that price appreciatively. I'm just not seeing it. So what to do. I don't want to just point out where things are wrong, but where things are also right. The one thing that Atom has going for it more than anything else is a massive war chest. They still have a lot of capital that they could put to work. But you have to put it to work smartly. Now, the best way that you could do it, in my opinion right now, is that you need to really take that money and start investing in apps, consumer apps, Web 2 focused, Web 3 abstracted consumer apps. That's where you need to push that money into, but not in the form of grants. Not in the form of freebies, not in the form of it's not really our money, so we don't really care, go ahead and piss it away, but smartly, targeted. And they need to get a piece of these apps. You need to get a piece of what you are supporting. You need to be able to pull a percentage out of that. So as these app builders are out there hustling, getting users. That's it. That's my focus, is users for Aegis. Everything else, I'm kind of checked out of it. Users for Aegis. That is what I'm trying to do, period. But Atom could put their money to work and do the same thing with lots of other app builders out there and let them hustle for users, because as they're hustling for users, they are hustling for Atom, because Atom is an investor in said app and has a piece of it. So I just don't see a better way to actually utilize that capital than that. If you want to make it, put it in and now it's a whole gas token, sure, that's great. And when you have 1.5 million users over here in the Cosmos ecosystem, that works fine. But you've got to get that 1.5 million users. And I don't see any other way of getting that 1.5 million users, with the exception of apps. Things that solve problems, things that provide a service, things that provide utility, things that people will use daily on their phones, that provide a solution for them, that they will pay you to use. Doesn't have to be a lot, $2, $3 a month, whatever it happens to be. But that is the way out. So Atom can actually get a return on their investment. And the return on their investment is long-term partial ownership in all of these apps that are coming out. That they actually get the Atom repaid, that the people who are buying and holding and staking Atom are made whole plus some. That seems to be the part that we're missing, because as they're made whole plus some, then they have more money to invest in more apps. This should be the direction for it right now. Everything should be pushing out that direction to turn this into an actual physical functional business, and not just a speculative plaything. I am 1,000% right on this. Now, will they do it? No, I don't think they will, because there's a lot of youth up there. A lot of youth wants to break the mold and do things that haven't been done before, and I respect that and I appreciate that. But if we continue to break the mold the way that we've been breaking the mold, this token's going to be sitting at $1.80. And when it's sitting at $1.80, all bets are off. You already have some very, very talented teams that have just given up and have left the Cosmos, and they're not coming back. So you need to get an inrush of new devs, but they have to be people that are building things that can be monetized. The science fairs are over. We saw what happened with that. It's a new day, time for a new thing. That's the way forward. Questions or comments, Scott@thepodocasts.com. I'm more than happy to answer them if I can. And until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. And I don't know where my end screen is. So cheers, guys. We'll see you.